Music, a film by Sia. Only this is not just a film, it actually prides itself as a method of bringing awareness to autism. It does this by following a girl called Music, whose grandmother has recently passed away, and a half sister has taken place as her guardian. Throughout their journey, the film attempts to visualize what it would be like to have autism and the experiences of a guardian of somebody who has autism to a neurotypical audience. Although I must put emphasis on the word attempts. As you can see from the following articles, it was not well received. And here's a clip which will very clearly show why there was so much concern and uproar with this film. No. Hold on. Let me get a second opinion. I need your opinion on something. Have a watch of this. So, what do you think of that? Yeah, thanks. Thought so. So now that we have Gooper's expert opinion, we can get into the ethical concerns of the movie. Now, of course, we'll start with the scene that you just unfortunately had to witness. Now, if you didn't quite get what was going on there, essentially what happened was Music, the character with autism, was traversing the park along with the other two main characters, and she had fallen behind a little bit and had what seemed as though an anxiety attack with the overstimulation of the environment. Now, Sia suggests in her movie the way to approach the situation and the method in dealing with the situation in order to calm a person with an autism who's having an anxiety attack is to tackle them to the ground and proceed to restrain them. I can confirm this is in fact not the case. There are in fact many ways to help an autistic individual when suffering from an anxiety attack or a sensory overload. And one of the main ways to do this is through communication. As this study from 2017 found, what parents unanimously agreed on is that communication is incredibly important between guardian, parent, and the individual with autism. And as this journal article from 2020 suggests, there are also plenty of co-conditions that can come along with ASD. One of those included is in fact anxiety. Now, of course, an autistic individual have their own needs, their own ways of dealing with things, and their own differences. However, I think we can all agree the way to deal with anxiety is not the following scene. A slight disclaimer before I show this clip, this was in fact made purely for mockery.
Ricky, I am having an anxiety attack.
Don't worry, I've got a solution for you. There we go, you're better now. I think that speaks for itself. Now, if this was the 1960s, then I could somewhat understand this barbaric, savage, and backwards nature of dealing with an autistic individual who is suffering from an anxiety attack. However, it's 2021, and that is completely unacceptable. So, of course, this sparked a lot of backlash and conflict in the media and between the audience and in the autistic community. And with all that in mind, it's time to come to a close. I think it's safe to say that Sia did come into this film with good intentions, but the misinformation of it was incredibly dangerous. You'll be glad to know that the restraint scenes have been removed, and she's apologized several times to the autistic community and all those who were affected. Hopefully, this disaster will be a message to everybody who wants to make content about spreading awareness of sensitive topics like autism, that they should be fully aware themselves and be knowledgeable themselves on that particular area before trying to inform others. Thank you for listening.